A former Spice Girl, Victoria Beckham, once said, "I was very obsessed. I could tell you the fat content and the calorie content of absolutely anything," after suffering from one of the most deadly diseases, anorexia nervosa. National Association of Anorexia reported that 5 to 10% of anorexics die within 10 years of contracting the illness. After a study, this is a major problem due to the fact that 8 million Americans have this eating disorder, 1 in 200 being women, and 10 to 15% of those people are males. This is a picture of an anorexic woman versus a healthy, normal person. In my speech, I am going to educate you more on my topic of anorexia. Then I'm going to tell you the risk factors and why this illness is a major problem in our society. And finally, I will tell you a solution to this problem and the signs and symptoms to look for in anorexics. Anorexia is an ongoing dilemma, an eating disorder, where people eat little to no food at all to lose an unhealthy amount of weight. The people suffering from this illness have a crazy fear of gaining weight, even if they are already incredibly skinny. Anorexics typically have a very distorted body image and are very self-conscious. Not only is the disease bad enough, but it also may lead to bulimia, which is another eating disorder, and oftentimes depression among the person. It is said that 20% of people suffering from anorexia will prematurely die from complications relating to this eating disorder, including suicide and heart problems as well. Some people may wonder why trying to lose weight and be skinny is such a bad and terrible thing, but most don't know the serious factors related to anorexia. As already stated, depression and heart failure are 2 key factors. Others include loss of menstrual periods in women, wasting away of muscle and loss of body fat, loss of bone strength, and suicide, just to name a few. So many young teens who develop this disorder aren't aware of these terrible risks that come along with trying to be skinny. Eating disorders have the highest mortality rates of any other mental illness. Though there are false accusations that every skinny person has an eating disorder or is anorexic, it is more common these days to be true. Some signs and symptoms to look for include cutting food into small pieces and moving them around the plate instead of eating, refusing to eat around people, exercising all the time whether they are hurt or if the weather conditions are bad, or dry mouth, confused or slow thinking, going to the bathroom after meals, and these are just the most common, though there are several more. With knowing the facts, symptoms, and signs of anorexia illness, those are the keys to helping this problem. One solution for this disorder would be to convince the ill person that they have a problem. There are so many family members and friends that know that their loved one is sick but kind of just ignore the situation. Most notice the illness, but the anorexic person denies that they have a sickness if asked. So people don't accept the fact that they have a problem until their situation is serious and or sometimes too late. This is why anorexics need help. They need convincing. The convincing process may not be easy, and in doing so, someone may need additional help from parents or maybe even professional help. Once the hardship of convincing is over, you can then continue the process of convincing a more healthier lifestyle. Encourage social activity, help them to reduce the amount of physical activity they do, encourage snack time. The main and most important thing to remember is that you are not betraying your loved one's trust by getting additional help. You are simply saving their lives. Throughout my speech, I have talked about the main aspects of anorexia and how big of a problem it truly is. Then I told you the signs and symptoms of anorexia and the major risk factors that come along with the sickness. And finally, I told you a solution to the illness and how you and others can help your sick friend or loved one who desperately may need your help. I'll close today with an inspirational recovery quote from William Durant. Forget past mistakes. Forget failures. Forget about everything except what you're going to do now, and do it. Thank you.